Back at it again. I'm actually a day early this time. I haven't even played the games that are supposed to be tomorrow's video because I was actually having a substantial amount of fun with this. So, let's get back into it. Oh, wait. Fuck. Right, so we were showing poems. Alright, deciding who to show a poem first. Well, obviously, who did I write my poem for? So I'm gonna show it to Yuri first, obviously. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. That's not the reason I'm choosing her, but nonetheless, I will go with that one. Sure, we'll go with that. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Okay, she's gonna be tilted to more of mine anyways, but with the triple dot. Oh, surprise. She likes it. Exceptional. Holy shit. I just chose a bunch of random words. What was this poem about? What was that? Huh? Did I say that out loud? She covers her mouth, but ends up covering her whole face. Oh, so cute. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong there, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a deep breath. Oh, I added deep there. Ooh. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphor indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before. I typed the button, hit the buttons, and stuff worked. It worked. I got her. Really. Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? She stares at me blankly, then looks at my phone again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there was a specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Sorry. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they're trying to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is both style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing a simple poem. I keep right-clicking by accident, it's annoying. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Biased? How? I right-clicked again. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. She's happy. She's quite happy. This is good. Which is itself is quite funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ah, short. Oh, never mind. It's got... Okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light that have withstood the last test of time. The last to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air, the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Trying to dissect this. God damn it, Eric. Oh wait, I should probably not be in a public room. Oopsies. Like, I'm trying to dissect this, and it's... I see two things. What the amber... Like, from what I've understood. But the calmness there. I bathe calm. Breathing the air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Which doesn't like change. But that's not it. I don't know. Ooh, the ellipses. I'm sorry, I have such terrible What? What? I wasn't thinking of that at all! It took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty. Yeah? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. Yes, it did really paint a picture. It was quite good. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Okay. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Yeah, see, I didn't get it all. You went to Ghost Theory. Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all. It's not, you fucking idiot. I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, experiences in their work. I was thinking about that. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. It did paint a picture, but it was the deeper meaning behind the picture. I can't figure it out. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically prepared to a ghost. It's her. She's the ghost. But what's the flickering? Lingering in the last remaining place of comfort, I'm able to let go of the past. Interesting. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. I mean, I had, you hadn't. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive, too, so... No, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know... I was really nervous about doing all of this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Griffin. Protect... me too. Okay, so now that I feel that those two are just such polar opposites that I can't go to Natsuki. But I think I'm gonna go to... I want to see the reaction I get out of Monica. Because I wrote about... Oh, no, I didn't. I don't know. Hi, Griffin. Have a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright? I'll keep that in mind. I won't bring that up. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled. Yeah. Anyways, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Griffin. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Griffin. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. What? What? Yeah, I really don't like you. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you for going to something so deep. Yeah, I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everybody's expectations low. That way it always counts if I put in some effort. I love you. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyways. You know that Yuri has this kind of writing? Yeah, that's why I showed it to her first. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism, unlike Sayori, who uses simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It could take years of practices, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who's not very good. That's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read that. Interesting. She's got a face on. Especially because after I'm starting to read catch comes to this. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching in forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Interesting. I think I only thought of this because I'm recording. Oh, that can't be fucking it. There's no way. This. I don't know. I see something in here that if I'm right, that it might explain some things. That, interesting. So what do you think? It's very freeform if that's what you call it. That's not what I'd call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask you for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. It's true. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it kind of coming out on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. That's my writing style in real life, which is... it's very useful. Another way to think about this is... if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. That was a jump out of character. No, there's no way. She was very close to breaking the fourth wall. And for the amount that this has been in, and some phrasing in that poem. Who should I show my poem to next? She seems depressed. Why am I getting triple the ellipses from everybody here? Fucking hell. This is a good poem, Griffin. Wow. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy that would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you really are part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Griffin. What did you say before? Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people That's something only really good people can do. Thanks, Larry. Not sure if she sees the full picture of my motive here. And again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. I don't like that. We'll see about that. The way that you glow through the blinds in the morning makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleep from my eyes. That's weird. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day away? Wish away a rainy day. I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Fucking hell, you wrote this in the morning. 100%. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? Well then, Griffin, you're very into this. No. Fuck. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. This MC is so good. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, sure. I didn't mean to say that was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It just sounds like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Fucking bits. I hate her. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Oh, I have one choice. Fucking for loop of 4. Wow, the ellipses again. Griffin, you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? You whore! What? Harsh. What do you believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, yeah, but I did put in effort. You all start somewhere, right? If you're so proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Ooh. Ooh. That was some sass. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyways. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. That was rude, because some people like my poem, you bitch. Well, each to their own, I guess. Anyways, I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can fly, people can try. But that's just about it. That's about it. They're all like fucked. Oh god.